Hi everyone, Chris Buxton, MYBB Health and Safety Officer here. My friend Eric and I have come up with the following safety announcements which we would ask you to view before watching MYBB in concert. Thank you.
I was walking down the high street when I heard footsteps behind me, and there was a little old man, scarlet and grey, chuckling away. Well, he trotted back to my house, and he sat beside the telly with his tiny hands on his tummy, chuckling away, laughing all day. Oh, to report you to the gnome office.
Gnome office.
I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. Said
Well,
the
now. Oh, now. Okay, right. You ready to go? Okay. I'll say something profound then to start off with, yeah? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Macclesfield Youth Brass Band Spring Concert. It was singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell who wrote, "Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone?" Now, I think she might have been talking about a big yellow taxi, but I'm sure that some of us are feeling that way about all the things that we've been missing during the past few weeks of lockdown. So tonight, we want to remind you all of the spirit of our band. I've taken the opportunity to climb out of my pyjamas. Well, almost, not quite ready for that yet. And we've got lots of treats in store for you. So, to start with, let's hear a few messages from some of our friends.
Hi, this is Philip Harper from the Corey Band. Like all other bands at the moment, we're not able to be together to rehearse and perform concerts, but I'm delighted to hear that the Macclesfield Youth Band has a special event put on this evening, and so I'm here to offer my greetings and good luck for a wonderful, wonderful night.
Hi there everyone from Macclesfield Youth Band. It's Glyn and Helen Williams here from the Corey Band.
We're hoping that you're all keeping in practice whilst we're all in lockdown, just like we are, and we want to wish you all the best for your virtual concert.
So keep practicing and stay safe.
Hi everyone, Marika Gray here. It's amazing to hear that you're able to celebrate your spring concert together in what I imagine will be a very unique way. I've always enjoyed working with the band, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be very long before we can all work together again. Again, have fun doing this spring concert together and stay safe.
Now, I'm delighted to welcome our next guest, the hugely talented and lovely Lucy Pankhurst. Lucy is a composer that's worked with the band on a number of occasions. She's the recipient of a British Composer Award and a fantastic inspiration to our young players. Here's what she had to say.
Hello, I'm Lucy Pankhurst and I'm a composer. In fact, for those of you who have been involved with MYBB for long enough, you may remember me from some of the projects that I did with the bands a few years ago. I'm actually here today to say hello to everyone, and I hope you're all well, keeping safe in these crazy, strange times we find ourselves in during isolation and lockdown. Just remember, as frustrating and scary as things might be at the moment, there's always something good, something positive going on. And at the moment, within MYBB, there seems to be some emerging composition talent, which is very exciting. And I've had the wonderful job over the last few days to be looking through some new compositions by Harry and Charlie. band. They're absolutely stunning pieces of music, really individual, and they've been great fun to listen to. I'm so impressed that I'd like to offer Charlie and Harry the chance to have an individual tutorial with me at some point over the next few weeks, just to have a chat about your music, and the work that you've been doing and any ideas that you have. I think that'd be really nice to have a chat with you about what you've been up to. So for now, that's hello and goodbye from me, short and sweet. And it's such a shame that the spring concert couldn't go ahead as planned. But I think it's wonderful that this has been put together for you all. So as well, I'd just like to say good luck to all of the leavers for this year. Although it's a huge shame that you won't get the send-off that you might have expected from previous years, I'm sure this will be a very memorable year for you, and I'm sure everyone will miss you as you go off to do the various different things where your lives are going to lead you. But just best of luck. Take care of yourselves, be true to yourselves, and keep enjoying music. Okay, so.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you're enjoying our virtual spring concert this evening. The last time the junior band was together was at our weekend residential at Savio House in Bollington. The band played absolutely fantastically that weekend. We had professional tutors in, and the standard of playing was really, really high by the end of the weekend. It was a great weekend all round, a lovely place to be, and we managed to squeeze it in just before this lockdown came upon us all. The piece we're going to feature tonight was a piece we were rehearsing at Savio House, and a piece that definitely would have been on the programme this evening for our real spring concert, and that features our flugel player Hugo. Now, this is actually going to be Hugo's last appearance with the junior band, because technically at the end of this concert he is moving up to the youth band along with a number of other players within the junior band. And I'm sure you'll see why in a few moments' time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, even though you're at home, do put your hands together for our flugel player Hugo, who's going to play for you Concerto de Arangue.
Hi everybody, it's Tony Wyatt here from Silk Brass. I'm just here to say a few words in regards to your spring concert, which unfortunately I know you can't play in this evening this year due to obvious reasons. And also to talk briefly about the leavers that are leaving the organisation this year. We have a great connection with Macclesfield Youth over at Silk, and I think, as some of you know, we have some players from Macclesfield Youth Band within the band at the moment, and hopefully we'll have others there in the years to come. Some of the things I've seen online from the youth band are just fantastic, and it's great to see that you're keeping in touch that way. So all the leavers that are leaving, I'm sure the awards you're going to receive are absolutely well deserved, no doubt, for the dedication and the commitment that you've put into the band. Hopefully you'll continue your musical career over the years to come, and who knows, as I say, we may just see some of you at Silk Brass. That would be lovely. Well, have a great night everybody, and once again to all the leavers, congratulations and very well done.
Well, thank you, Tony. I'm really glad that you mentioned our leavers, because it's always a very important part of our spring concert to present the coveted MYBB pennant to those players who stay with us until leaving age. Tonight we've got 6 leavers and we want to give them a send-off to remember. First is Harry on trombone. What a guy, a real character. I want to thank you for giving us so many magic moments to remember. You are an absolute star, and I'll never forget your delivery of those immortal words at the stage in Gateshead: everybody wins. Then we've got Harry on cornet. Harry, you've been shoring up our back row cornets for many years. You just get on with it. You turn up, you play, no fuss. You've played a big part in all of the great things we've done together over the years, so well done. And Eleanor on tenor horn, so dedicated. You've been an absolute delight to have in the band, and you'll be really missed by all of us, and particularly all the girls in your section. I have a feeling you're going to make an amazing midwife. We're also saying au revoir to 3 front row cornet players. Ailsa, what a journey you've had. I know there have been obstacles put in your way, but you've brushed them aside and gone from strength to strength. You've grown as a musician and always show amazing commitment and skill as one of our young volunteers teaching our young musicians. As does Sam, another young volunteer for MYBB. Sam is without doubt the most well-mannered person you will ever meet. He's also incredibly talented, a great all-round musician who can compose, play the piano wonderfully, as well as his cornet. Last but not least, we're saying ta-ra for now to Ella, our principal cornet player. Ella has done an amazing job in the top seat. I knew she would, because she worked so hard to get there, and she's one of the most dedicated people you could meet. Under her leadership, the band's enjoyed great success, winning Brass Factor twice, 3 times Tameside Youth Champions on Whit Friday, 3rd at the British Open Festival, as well as memorable trips abroad and some terrific concerts along the way. In your playing, Ella, you've consistently set the bar high and encouraged us all to raise our game, so thank you. To all our leavers, I will miss you lots. I wish you every success for the future, and thank you for everything that you've done for the band. I hope your parents are very proud of you tonight. You really are 6 of the best.
There we go. Can I shake your hands?
Now we could have a bit of a celebration from you, either a little dance or a twirl or what.
Yeah, that's it. Right, here we go.
Thank you very much.
Well done. We won't forget this, will we?
No.
You're the only ones I think that's ever going to get your thing delivered in this way. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
If you show it to the camera and maybe have a little reaction, how pleased are you?
I'm very pleased. It's just a shame it's come to an end in this way.
I know, it is, isn't it? Here we go. I'll just shoot it down. Hello. Would you like to shake hands with me? Thank you very much.
Macclesfield Youth Brass Band leavers of 2020 are just going to say a few words.
Louise has asked us to keep it short and sweet, so first we would like to thank the volunteers for seeing us from when we started band to become the musicians we are today.
They know who they are, and we are extremely grateful for the work they have done and continue to do. And to our fabulous board of trustees.
And those who both shut us up and bring out our best musical selves, Liz, Louise and Tim. We can't thank you enough either.
A thank you is also due to all of the band parents, without whom our youth band world would stop turning.
If only because a large number of us couldn't make it to band without mum or dad's taxi service.
Thanks for nagging us to practice and taking us to rehearsals, even if we made a fuss in our younger years.
You guys are truly legendary.
The earliest of us leavers this year started playing 11 years ago in 2009, and 3 tours,
2 Brass Factor titles,
an invite to Brassing concert,
and a 3rd place at the British Open Youth Festival later.
We have to say goodbye. This isn't the way it was supposed to end for us, but we think with a final virtual performance of Oh What a Night,
we've managed to make the best of it.
Thank you again to all of MYBB for putting up with us so long. I don't know how you did it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce you to John Barber from the Love Music Trust, of which Macclesfield Youth Band is a partner organisation. John is a trombonist. He's principal trombone with Foden's band and has been for many years. He's also a great composer and pianist. At the start of lockdown, John wrote a little ditty called Stay In, and tonight I've asked him to do a very special version for Mac Youth Band. Here it is.
There's something going round, a really loathsome old disease, a virus spreading to and fro when you touch and when you sneeze. Normally this wouldn't be a concern for me and you, but don't be mad, this stuff is bad, worse even than man flu. But don't be sad, it's not a bad, there's measures you can take to stop you getting sick and spreading bugs to all your mates. It's not as hard as playing chess or Twister with some bees. A simple step you'll not regret, it's easy as can be. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Sweating isn't sexy, not as much as you might think. Your makeup runs, it doesn't become, and soon you'll start to stink. Some folks have lost their smell, and for this you will be pleased. But best not take the risk in case you start to whiff of cheese. But don't be sad, it's not a bad, there's measures you can take. Like the folks at Mac Youth Band who are currently on a break. Wash your hands and make some plans to practice in your room. Spread the love with disposable gloves, but just don't be a prune. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Don't be sad, it's not a bad, there's measures you can take to stop you getting sick and spreading bugs to all your mates. Wash your hands and make some plans to practice in your room. Spread the love with disposable gloves, but just don't be a prune. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in.
Thank you, John, that was fantastic. We're going to hear another of John's compositions now. This is an entirely different style. It's called Song for the Front Line. And John wrote this at the beginning of lockdown to honour all the workers, the key workers that are out there doing their jobs, allowing us to stay safe at home. John wrote this and is trying to raise funds for NHS charities together. And we'd like to support that tonight as well. So you'll see in the post underneath this how you can do that. There's a Just Giving page set up. If you're enjoying what we're doing tonight, please support the charity and help John raise money for a really, really good cause. John's also made the music for this available to bands, and we've bought that, the money going again to the cause, and distributed it, made it available for all our players this week. So I hope some of them have downloaded it and been practicing, and now's the time as we play this performance of it by the Foden's band and other members and NHS workers, that you perhaps play along with it in your own homes. This one is guaranteed to make you cry. You have been warned.
Thank you.
Welcome to the spring concert, everyone.
Hi everybody. So Sandy and I are here on behalf of Training Band, and although we're not performing, not able to perform, we're going to tell you a little bit about what we've been doing over the last few weeks, planning and what happened last Friday. So Sandy, I think, might tell you a little bit about it.
I will. So last Friday we started our virtual group lessons and it was just ace to see the kids again. So good. So we're using Zoom and we're using the breakout room, so they've still got that experience of band. They're coming in and they're all seeing everyone before they go into their own lessons, and then they're going into their lessons, and thanks to lots of helpers and youth band helpers, we've managed to keep the lesson groups to the size that they would have been in Fallabroom, which is superb. And although the lessons, I've got to say, are very different to how you would do it face to face, within just the first week, we can see how it's going to work, and we look forward to showing you the results of what we're doing over the next term. But I'll leave it to Liz to explain the music and our grand plan.
So yes, so I got inspired one Thursday night, standing outside my door, hearing somebody play When the Saints. So I thought, hey, I think training band could play that, and maybe when we practice, you could encourage your children to go out on your doorstep and play anything that they've been doing late, because it's fantastic to hear all the music going on. So we've been learning Saints, and we're going to learn 3 other pieces that go along with When the Saints. Everybody's going to play the tune, and there are 4 pieces, there's 4 tunes fit together. So at some point we will hopefully play that to you when we maybe get all back together, and in another concert we'll play it to you. Or if that's not possible soon, we'll do a video and audio track, and hopefully you can hear what we've been doing. So it's early days yet. We've only had 1 week, but it all seemed pretty positive, and it was going well, wasn't it?
Absolutely. So although the spring concert doesn't yet have a training band performance, it will be here soon.
Yeah. We promise that over the next few weeks we will show you what we've been doing. But big thanks to all the continued support from our tutors, our young helpers. They've all been doing a fantastic job, and we didn't have to persuade them to volunteer to help Sandy, did we?
No, and you know, they came forward to ask how they could help before we'd even considered the concept. So we're really lucky to have the people that we've got behind us to make this sort of stuff happen.
Yeah, and special thanks to the older ones who are leaving this time. We all miss them, and I'm sure they'll go on to great things.
Definitely be missed by the youngsters and by us. You're not allowed to go anywhere. We will miss you too much.
Yeah.
You have to come
well,
back.
Hopefully this is what Louise wanted. She wanted us to do a little video telling you what we've been up to. So hopefully we'll get to see you all very soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's on to your favourite part of every MYBB concert. Yes, it's audience participation time. So I need everyone at home, please, to get up onto your feet, get off them sofas. Everyone that's sort of scowling at me going, oh, I'm not doing that. Everyone, come on, get up. We're all going to join in with this. For those of you that have been to our Christmas concerts before, you will know that we usually do a pretty fun version of the 12 Days of Christmas. So, for our virtual spring concert, we're bringing to you our 12 Days of Lockdown. Oh yes, this one's going to be a fun one. Please put your hands together, first of all, for my partner in crime, Laura, who's going to help me do the actions for you this evening. And we're going to run you through our very own 12 Days of Lockdown. So we need everyone to join in with every verse, please, if you can. Top of your voices, we need to get the neighbours up. Get them joining as well if they can hear you through the walls, if you're that close. So, first of all, we all need to sing along. So on the first day of lockdown, my true love, gave to me a bog roll, 1 between 3. So that's your first verse, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bog roll, 1 between 3. Verse number 2 is 2 latex gloves. Now, latex gloves, as you know, always come in jazz hands. So that's what we need to do. Verse number 3 is 3 items each, which is 1, 2, 3. Different people, but hey ho, that's what we get. Verse number 4 is 4 banana loaves. I'm not even going to go into that one. Verse number 5 is homeschooling. So, bit of, pen and paper, no cheating. Okay, homeschooling. Verse number 6 is clappers clapping. Round in a circle like that, well done. Verse number 7 is Joe Wicks jumping, which is a bit of a star jump, one of them, for those of you who've been doing the daily Joe Wicks. Verse number 8 is distance banding. so we're all going to have a bit of a push away there, distance banding. Verse number 9 is Donald Trump's, so bit of a squat, bit of a squat there for good old Donald. Number 10 is Boris Johnson's, so we'll all have a bit of a ruffle up of the air. Verse number 11 is Cycle Rides, so we'll have a bit of a hand cycle ride, unless you've got an exercise bike to hand, of course. And finally, number 12 is 12 Frontline Workers, so we'll all do a little heart, which is an appreciation there for all the frontline workers, obviously doing their bit for us at this very unusual time. So there we go, that's our 12 days of lockdown. That was the practice run through. We're going to go for it now. Please do join in, top of your voices, every single action. Let's see how we go. The 12 days of lockdown. Number 1. Wonderful, well done. Bog roll. Well done. Number 3. Well done. Number 4. Here we go. Well done. Number 5. Banana loaves. 3, 2. Wonderful. Loudest team wins. Number 6. Well done. Number 7. Bit of exercise now. Ready? 4, 3, 2. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. 1 between 3. There we go. Number 8. This will be us all soon. Here we go. Distance banding. Bananas. Well done. Number 9. I can't do 9. 9, 8. Anyway, bananas. 3, 2. Between 3. I'm losing. Number 10. We'll catch up this time. Ready? 4, 3, 2. Nearly. Tell I practice this, can't you? Number 11. Well done. Number 12. Loud as we can, please, gents. Here we go. And a bog roll. 1 between 3. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that. That was absolutely brilliant. I hope you made a load of noise at home and really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for taking part. Everyone stay safe and we hope to see you all soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Well, that's almost it, folks. Our first ever virtual concert, a band concert without a band. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've really enjoyed putting it together for you. A huge thank you to all our guests, our performers, to you for joining in, as I hope you did in your own homes. And a massive thank you to Andy Ritchie, without whose enthusiasm and expertise we couldn't have even started putting this together. So a huge thank you to him. To finish, we're going to finish with a little sing-along again, and we're going to welcome back our former flugel and principal cornet player, Jodie Buckland, who's just finished her course at the RNCM, and she's going to sing for you, We'll Meet Again. We hope to see you very, very soon back at band. In the meantime, keep practicing, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Make 11. I'd like to introduce you to John Barber from the Love Music Trust, of which Macclesfield Youth Band are a partner organisation. John is a trombonist. He's the principal trombone for the famous Foden's Band and has been for many years. He's also a great pianist and composer. At the start of lockdown, I saw on YouTube a little ditty that John had written. Rather rude though, unfortunately. Take 10. I'd like to introduce you to John Barber of the Love Music Trust, of which... Well, that's almost it, folks. Almost all we've got time for. Cut. Well, that's almost it, folks. Almost it. No. I don't think what I'm going to say before I say it. Well, that's almost it, folks. Our first... Can't do it today.